Thinking of donating to the families of that shooting? Well, consumer reporter John Matarese joins us with a warning from the Better Business Bureau. But first, could authorities contact your family in a crisis? John?
Well, Tanya, 10 years ago, most of us put an emergency contact into our cell phone. It was a flip phone back then, and we called it ICE in case of emergency. But if you have an iPhone or many Android phones these days, ICE doesn't work anymore. You see, rescuers can't see your contact list without a login code or fingerprint. So what can you do? Well, go to the iPhone's built-in health app. Yeah, there you can set up emergency phone numbers, which anyone can then see if they tap emergency on your front screen. In the aftermath of the latest mass shooting, many of us feel a need to reach out and try to help the victims and their families. But before you do, the Better Business Bureau is warning tonight to watch out for questionable charities and some outright scams. Within hours of the Orlando killings, money started pouring into charities and crowdfunding sites from all over the U.S. It really shows the goodness of Americans, says Natalie Duke.
I know that they donated enough blood in Orlando that they don't need any for a week. And I think that Cincinnati should look into charitable donations for organizations that they can trust.
But the Better Business Bureau warns you to put your emotions on hold for a few minutes.
We want you to give compassionately, but we want you to give carefully.
Sandra Guile is already hearing of vague crowdfunding campaigns.
Before clicking that button to give, see where that money is going, see how that money is being spent and what it's being funded.
The problem is that in these days of crowdsourcing, GoFundMe pages will pop up overnight and collect thousands of dollars before anyone really knows who they are. Anyone can now open up a GoFundMe or Facebook page and start accepting money. It's a change from the days where the American Red Cross and Salvation Army collected most donations after disasters. So you want to give? Equality Florida, the state's LGBT organization, has already collected nearly $2 million. Want a less political organization? You can make a cash contribution to the American Red Cross. Just make sure you know where your money's going.
If I want to do something, I'm going to investigate, not just from somebody calling me. I would research it myself before I just donated money.
Very good advice there. Finally, several viewers have asked me why Cincinnati gas prices are so much higher right now than those in Tennessee, Georgia, or the Carolinas. Our average prices now $2.59 a gallon, many as high as $2.69. That's 30 cents above the national average, according to AAA. Analysts blame refinery issues around Chicago, which is where our gas comes from. But it is Cheap Gas Monday, and Ron McKinney said Valero in Middletown is just $2.45. Bob Apke finds $2.49 at BP Norwood by the Rookwood Shopping Center. And in Kentucky, Kermit Ballmer says Thornton's in Florence is $2.52. On WCPO.com, read more tips for donating to the Orlando victims, including links to some of the best charities.